Good morning. Hello, 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 hello. Good morning. Yes. I'm trying to get better, you guys. I was just over visiting mothers. I was running the streets yesterday a little bit. I had work, but after, in between earpiece, I was running the streets. I saw some very interesting things. And I just want to talk about a few of them. Plus, I'm going to talk about, again, investments. Every day I come on, I'm hoping that I will have information about investments. I'm so caught up on investments and what are the best investments we can make and why. So, I drop a little bit here and there. Ben, she also drops in the chat about Robinhood and Webull. Both of those are apps you could use, but if you're not familiar with them, you need to ask someone to help you. First of all, I'm not a financial advisor. I tell you that all the time. I'm sharing my experience in investment with you and what I'm doing to create generational wealth, what I'm going to leave to my grandchildren and why I'm going to do it. And they've been doing it for years. I know you've heard when they say they were born with a silver spoon in their mouth. I know you heard that term before. That means those people were born into wealth. They have money because someone made sure that they saw that their children and grandchildren have money, and that's what I want us to do. Pressure cooker, happy New Year's. Lisa J. Benj Thinker, my beautiful Benj. Prayers to you, going up for you, love. Miss you. So Andrea, good morning. Good morning to my Skybox listeners. It all counts. Please make sure you like this video. But we really going to talk about the art of war. See, because they use that term loosely. We're at war. But it's some things I see wouldn't be war fit. That's just not how I fight. Then I'll tell you why I don't fight. Like, hey, Doc, happy New Year's, baby. My baby, I'm going to call you after this. So we're going to get into this. So we're going to talk about war. Dr. Cat, hello, my love. Keitra, hello, my love. We're going to talk a little bit about the art of war, and then we're going to go into investments, and we'll go from there. And I may drop the link. It depends because I have to go in late today, so I might drop the link. But I want to talk about the war. Shout out to Official D-Spot and Lady Neeker for helping Butterfly, helping her in her road to 1,000 subscribers so she can get monetized. Listen, most people come on YouTube, they want to be monetized because they want to get paid for their work. It's a job, I told you, this just the God honest truth. I had one check from YouTube because I don't come down here that much. And so I don't really get paid. So I don't look for it as a supplemental income. I don't, because I know I don't produce what it's looking for to add up. But that's neither here nor there. But congratulations. Hey, Nori B and Angie B. The pressure cooker, I miss you so much. But Sephora comes and stands in your place. Every time I see Sephora, it reminds me of you because I know you guys used to be a duel, right? So let's talk about war. So they're out here now and they're going to war, and they always say going to war. And so you look for the entertainment in it. Who's going to attack who and how they're going to attack who. So when I was running the streets yesterday and I was dipping here and dipping there, I broke one of my heels too. I'm going to have to get my heels fixed because I've been running so much, Now, a lot of times I hang up in the bushes and I look down and see what's happening, right? So when I was running the streets, they were talking about war. They had a live on and they was talking about war. They going to war now. This side is going to war with that side because that side flagged this side and took a lot of channels down, struck this. So she said, I did it. Now, that's admission. Now, whether you did it or not, I really don't know. I have a different feeling, but I'm going to let it ride because, I'm on no side. But I do tend to lean towards one side a little more. That's just me. That's just me. But when it comes to alignment, really, I'm not. So I'm watching this as entertainment now, and I'm so glad that some of this I have learned to view it as just entertainment. It's entertainment. So now we're in war. Here's a little problem for me when you go to war. We all know we're going to do the analogy of the real military versus the fake YouTube military, right? So when we go to war, we never tell our enemy when we're going to attack. See, we don't sit up on television and promote and reveal to our enemy when we're going to attack. And that always puzzled me. It seems like this little game they playing down here, they always tell each other when they're going to attack. They get so excited to be the first person to say, hey, I got you, or I'm doing this, that it baffles me because it makes me wonder if they really want to win. And then I often think about the ones who want to be on the front line, the ones that want you to see them. Those are the ones who normally foil your plans. See, when I get ready to attack someone, just like the military has trained us well, I don't say I'm about to come over there and blow up your tankers. See, what happens when you sleep, I'm awake and I'm about to execute my plan. That's not how they do it down here. And it puzzles me. Do you really want to win? Because you are telling your enemy your plans. See, you have those loose lip soldiers that's sinking your ship. And even though some of your plan, it may work. And I'm sure we don't know all your attacks, but we know some. See, I don't go up and attack my enemy. I don't let you know about it because what I do is let you see it. And then what'll happen is you'll say, damn, did you see Mz.Teavalocity and her troops? They ran up on Binge and her troops, just saying it like that. Man, we didn't even know they had beef. See? We didn't even know that they were at odds. But everybody here has to know your business. And everyone here has to know who's on the front line. I did it. I did it. I got it. This is what I did. Let me go do this live and show y'all. Look at me. Pick me. I'm tough. I'm the one who got the job done. That's not necessary in a war. It's not necessary. You put together your plan, you move in silence, and then you execute your plan. See, the capital we knew about because they told us, because it was a planned, paid for, executed takeover, insurrection, coup, whatever you want to call it. We already knew because they wanted us to know. See, so they weren't girded up or they wasn't guarded up because they wanted their plan to be executed and they wanted everybody to know that I'm coming for you. Now, I use this analogy. I hear people say, I'm coming for you. So we know they're coming for, but I don't know when you're coming for me. So you're telling me to prepare myself. So I have to prepare myself because I know the attack is coming. See, I like one content creator on here, how he moves. And I don't have to say his name because guess what? He tell you, I'm coming for you, but you never know when I'm coming for you. You don't know how I'm coming for you. Most attackers attack you without you knowing. That's how they win. They catch you off guard. They just catch you off guard. I'm not coming out here saying I'm going to beat Butterfly's butt. But when I walk up on Butterfly, I'm just going to sneak her because that's how I do. And because of the surprise, it's going to throw her off her game. Yeah. But if she know I'm coming, I'm telling her to get prepared. See, I don't have to prepare you for war. You just go to war. You know, it's quiet. They don't tell you. They go, they discuss it in secrecy. Hey, they put on all the armor. They plan it out. They do schematics and let you see this going to move here. That person going to move here. We going to have this backed up here. And then we go, boom, just attack. And they sit in this room and they just watch. The heads of it, they're not on ground. They don't have boots on the ground, but they sit there and they just watch. And then when the plan is executed, they go, yeah, we got that mofo. That's y'all problem here. You know, and that kind of takes the fun out of the game that we're watching, the entertainment portion of it. Who's going to get who? Who's going to attack who? Who's going to win this war? Because you guys said it was war. So now we know it's war. You did give us those heads up. But then you had people out here making lives, making videos, wanting to be recognized. And they told what was going on. I wouldn't have never done that. That's just the way I work. I'm not going to tell you I'm coming for you. I'm going to come for you. And everybody going to know it was me who came for you. Because then I'll take the credit. But you guys are so busy trying to take the credit first that you're just spilling all of your plans. You're not even executing them fully. But you putting your enemy on notice that this is what I did to you. So that gives your enemy time to prepare and get ready to retaliate. But if you knock me off my game and you blindside me, I don't have time to retaliate because I got to get back up. I got to get the strength to get back up to fight back at you. But you guys tell everything. And that's why when I look sometime, I said, these guys don't know what war is. These guys don't know what moving in silence is. These people don't know what it is to really attack somebody and get the ultimate results out of it because they tell every damn thing. But that's you. That's what you guys do. And I'm just going to sit back and watch. So, you know, you get all prepared, you know, and we watching because we know something is coming. Remember, we looking at it as entertainment. However, some of the entertainment is putting a financial burden on some people who use YouTube as their source of income. And some people don't give a damn because they got other stream of revenue. So they really don't care if you strike their channel. But some of the people are getting really affected by it. They pretending like they not, but they are because you're knocking their source of income out. But then you got some real good soldiers that's out there and they ready. They are all prepared to fight this, what they call war. Now, in reality, we're fighting a spiritual war. We're fighting a war as well in reality. And you all need to get prepared. We all just need to be prepared because something is brewing. Something is happening. And what we see is what they want us to see. What we don't see is what they don't want us to see. And that's the same on here. I'm sure you guys are executing a plan or preparing to execute a plan to destroy whomever. And you're not telling all of it, but you're telling a good portion of it that will prepare the other people to prepare them for what's about to happen to them. That's not how you fight a war. And I know the suspense, you know, make us want to watch the entertainment portion of it. But still, that's not how you fight a war. You just attack your enemy. You don't tell them you coming, you just show up. And they're not prepared. You guys are preparing them for the attack. And not to say is all the same attack as this claim, this copyright claim on the music. I'm sure people have other things in plan. But just to know that the people are just exposing everything so quickly takes the fun out of it, because then people aren't blindsided, and then, they're just preparing themselves to attack back. That's just not how I get down. That's not how a real war. Even in chess, because I know we use this analogy a lot. I'm playing chess, not checkers. Even when you play chess, you never really look at your opponent's face. You study the board because you don't want your opponent to read your next move. So you study the board and you act as if your opponent's not there, because your strategy is on that board and the next move. So you guys not even playing chess. I don't know what you call yourself playing, but it's not even chess, because again, you're looking at your opponent, telling them what move you're going to make, when you should keep your eyes on the board. Keep your eyes on the board. You may look up at your opponent, and then you look back down. And sometimes there's a timer. So you have to study the board, because you have a timer that's timing you for your move. So you strategically thinking, what's my next move? You guys don't do that down here. You guys just move. You have so many pick me people who want attention, people who want to be noticed, that they just have to tell what they did. They have to take credit for what they did. So good soldiers don't do that. But you have soldiers, is always a loose cannon too in war. It's always a loose cannon that just goes wild. They say go rogue. We'll say it like that. They go rogue. And that's what's happening here. You watching these people go rogue. You watching these people want to be pick me, let me take credit for what's being done. You don't have to do that. You have to wait until it's all said and done, and then you jump up. You still go get your clicks and views. You still go get your notice. People gonna notice you. You just have to learn to wait and be patient when you're fighting a war. You can't just be impulsive. Some of these players are impulsive. They just jump. They want to be seen. Oh, look at me. So that kind of messes it up, So what I'm looking at is, I probably will pull back on some of the people that I share my plan with. And it's kind of hard to do, because this is a social platform. And just like everyone is not engaging in my chat, but there's people in my bushes. And everything you say, they pick it up. Yeah, they listen and they use it, because that's what they do here. They just use it. So you guys are planning attacks on this other side, and people are spilling. They spilling. They divulging your plan of attack, even though you may have some more left. But that's how you fight your war. But that's not really fighting a war. That's not fighting a war. You guys got to learn how to move in silence. Yeah, move in silence. When you hit that person, boom, they don't even know which way it's coming. All they could do is hold their jaw and bend down and say, where did that come from? Technically, that's what they'll really do. Like, damn, where'd that come from? And then they'll see you right there. They didn't even know you was coming. That's how you fight a war. So when you say it's war, if you really want to fight a war, you got to do it a little better. Now, we all interested to see what's happening. Some of us are confused on this copyright thing. I was thoroughly confused. I had to go on a platform the other night when I woke up to pay my water bill, and they were talking about it, and I was saying, what are you talking about? I'm confused. I don't know, but apparently they figured it out. And the pick me queen was right there to say, I did it. I was the one who did it. You didn't have to do that. You could have just moved in silence. But then I know that some people want the attention, good or bad. They just want the attention. There's so many attention seekers here. It's hard for them to keep anything to themselves, because they want everybody to know they did it. And that's what's happening with this little, copyright thing. I wish everyone well. I do. I mean, for what it's worth. Do what you do. But we all are watching. And we're all waiting to see exactly what happens. And it's so sad. You know, a lot of people use the word, they're jealous of me. They jealous of me. We this, we that. They jealous of me. They want to be me because of the way I look, whatever I have, for whatever reason. But it's a sad thing when you have so many enemies. So many enemies. You have a lot of people that like some of these content creators, but then you have a lots of people that don't like you. And those people will start getting involved in any way possible. Whatever they could do to help someone bring you down, they're going to do. Just like the doxing thing. Now, I hate the doxing thing, but people get help in doxing. They get help. Yeah, they get people that's subscribers to help them sometime. Because of the work they do, they have access to people's information. And then they give you that access, they give you that information behind the scenes. So you have actual subs who like particular, certain content creators, and they're willing to give them anything they need to help destroy you. You may think it's cute when you think people are jealous of you, but that's more of a delusional state for some people. They're not jealous. They don't like you. They have a strong disdain for you that they would help destroy you. Now, that's just what I think. That's just what I see. Not everyone is jealous. You've done so much shit. Some of these people have done so much shit to other people that they're waiting for their demise. That's the truth. They're waiting for their demise. And they're so angry and so upset with you that they're going to help to make sure you fall. That's a sad state. See, I wouldn't want to be that person. That's just me. I don't want somebody to dislike me or even hate me so much that they're willing to take chances with their profession or whatever, with whatever they do to attack someone else. And that's the sad thing. Okay, got you. You're so delusional that you sit over there and you think it's all about you, and you said you did this. We did it, Joe. So now we Kamala Harris and Joe. But okay, we did it, Joe. You didn't do shit, but open yourself up for you opened yourself up for some stuff. Now all these people are after you. You went from saying that you were going to change, and girlfriend, I'm talking to you. You went from saying that you had rose above this sector and I'm a change and I got this business and I'm just so into my business that I don't have time to be with the petty shit and these people. You lied. You can't even stay straight to take care of your real business. It makes me wonder if you have a business, if you really have a business. Because if you did have a business that was booming, and I'm just going on what you're saying, baby girl, it was booming, you wouldn't be able to entertain this bullshit. So that lets me know that the business is not as you say it is. Now remember, I think I told you before about branding a business and certain things you have to stay away from. You have to stay away from certain things because you're branding your business, trying to make yourself look good, trying to make people want to invest in you. I wouldn't invest in you. You too messy. I wouldn't invest in your business because I don't trust you, because you don't have integrity, and you showed it each time you hit that damn live button. Now, this is just a little advice from a real businesswoman. Oh, yeah, I am. If you're going to run a legit business, then you need to stay the hell off YouTube, out of these beefs. See, but the problem is making me think that your business is not what you really saying it is. And I think everybody's getting that feeling because you wouldn't have time. When you say you're going to refrain from something, you have to refrain from it. You can't do it one day, 2 days. You have to just pull back and refrain from it and say, hey, that is irrelevant to me. It reminds me of the crab in the barrel mentality. See, you claim you're trying to get out the barrel and people keep pulling you down. You're pulling your own self. That's the craziest thing. It's not people, because you shouldn't be paying attention to people. You should be focusing on you and your evolution. You're evolving into this super duper businesswoman. That's what you need to take focus on and stay focused on. You claim you will leave this other shit alone, but you right back in it because you need it. See, that's what I peeped out. You need this, because if you didn't need it, you would be able to walk away. See, you're fake. I'm walking away because I'm bigger than this and I got this going on, my business this, and I just don't have time. I'm delving in my business. I'm just so bogged down with my business. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. And you know how I know? Because 2 days later, you were out here back on your channel gloating over some other people's channels being struck, and you were back out here dragging. What does dragging have to do with your business? That's just a question. What does dragging have to do with your business? What does dragging these people, striking their pages, because you said you did it. I mean, I'm like everybody else. Now, I believe different, but I'm going to let that ride. But you said you did it, so you took ownership of striking all these people pages, and you're happy and you were gloating. What does that have to do with your business? What does that have to do with your business that you're so focused on? I just need to know. Because I was trying to figure it out. Where does this tie in with your business? And I couldn't. Somebody help me out. Somebody help me out if they know, because this is not your business. Now, you need to stay focused on your business, but now that you done got your stuff in this mess, let me tell you something, baby girl, and this is a fact. It's hard fighting tons of content creators, tons of subby. It's hard. Your nation or whatever is not that big. Now, I don't know what you call yourself doing, but I call bullshit. If you're so busy with your business, then you need to focus on your business and stay out of this, because now you got all these people coming for you, and we all are watching. We all have the same, we all in the same area. So we all are watching. You make a pure ass out yourself. So now all these people coming to attack you, and I hope you prepared. I hope you prepared, because a lot of people don't sleep. A lot of people don't sleep because they too busy thinking how they're going to attack you. And see, you think is like, oh, everybody jealous, everybody coming up. No. You've done some shit and people don't like you, and they letting you know they don't like you, and they coming for you. They coming for you. Now, a little advice, and then I'm going to leave it alone. You're at war. Y'all are at war. Move in silence. Silence is golden. If you're going to attack somebody, don't tell them you're going to attack them, because then you give them ample enough time to set up a defense. See, when I attack you, I'm going to attack you. I'm not telling you I'm coming. When you look, I'm there, and you wasn't prepared, and I got your ass. Bottom line. Some people move like that, but a lot of you don't. And you don't always have to be the first to spill a tea. They call it what, exclusive? Oh, I'm exclusive. I got to, whatever you call it. You don't have to be the first one. You could just sit back. You never even have to say. All you do is sit back and watch and just laugh. Say, yeah, I got your ass, didn't I? You didn't even know it was me. That's how you fight a war. You attack without telling, without a warning. Am I blurry, y'all? My camera is focusing in and out. So I'll tell you this, whoever needs to know this, when you fight a war, you don't tell people how you're going to fight them. You just fight them. You just gird yourself up and get it together, and you just attack them. You don't send out warning signals. What the hell? I ain't never did that before. Send out warning signals. If I come for you, I'm coming for you, but you'll never know. So sometimes, I think to myself, you sit back and they say you shouldn't stew, you shouldn't hold grudges. But I think about some of the people who have done things to me on here, and I watch them. And I never have to lift a finger or do anything because I'm watching other people attack them. We don't always have to get involved. It's other people. It's so much disdain or hate down here that other people will attack you for me or for someone else. And I'm not saying me. I'm just using this in general. I don't have to come out here and drag and pull and beat people. I just watch other people do it. Can't tell them how to fight. Can't tell them when to fight. I ain't getting in the fight. I'm watching like everybody else. And I hope you're prepared because these people are coming for you now. You owned it. Now stand in your shit. Isn't that how they say? Stand in your shit. You own it. So good luck. Good luck. I think I will focus on my business and not on all this dragon stuff. I'm going to read some of these comments. Then I'm going to switch over to Bama. Bama girl. I see you. Yeah, somebody talked about me and they thought I was wanting you to come up and do your thing. And I could give a shit less if you come back on YouTube. I'm just saying, don't let nobody chase you away. Don't let nobody drag you through the streets and you not fight back. You got other people fighting back for you. Fight back your damn self. Don't let people control you. When you need to say something, you need to say it. I see you peeked your head out and you was a little tough. I watched a little bit of, I used to root for you. I told you that. It was something I saw in you that I liked. And I said, I like the princess. I have to admit it. I like her. But then you start moving snakish, nasty. You start being malicious, vile. You just jumped right on the train of the very train that ran your ass over. Sorry. The very train that ran your ass over, you jumped on, and then they ran you over. What the freak? I don't know. You got to know people before you join them. You have to know them. So they ran you over. So now you have gotten up, put your eyelashes back on, put your weave back on, because I had saw you in the video a couple of days before that. You ain't have none of that on. You was looking like, hey, I'm trying to get up. I'm trying to get up to fight back because everybody's talking about what a punk I am. So I see you, princess. I see you. Yeah, you okay. You okay. Got to come a little stronger than that, though. You got to come a little stronger than that. But it was something I liked about you. So I was kind of glad to see you get back up and do your thing. Don't let people shut you up. Do your thing. Don't let people control what you want to say. If you want to come down here and cuss a mofo out, that's what you do. You got too many people over there trying to tell you, oh, walk away from, don't worry about. No, if you don't feel like walking away from and you like dragging a mofo, that's what you come down here. When you hit your live, that's what you do. And if they ain't for you, then the hell with them. But you do your thing, princess. I see you. I see you. I did see you get back up. You don't look too bad either. Look like you a little well rested. Seem like you got a little energy. But make sure you direct that energy in the right place. See? Direct it to the train that you jumped on and they ran your ass over. And left those little train prints all over you. It took you weeks to get back up. See? I see you, girl. I see you, girl. Do your thing. So, I'm going to move into this. The do's and don'ts of war. You never let your enemy know where you coming from and know your plans. You just execute your plans. That's how we do in the real military. And you guys, your YouTube virtual military, that's how you guys should do. You got to get rid of your weak links. You got to somehow get rid of them because they're going to tell it all. And you never know who to trust on these YouTube streets because no one is really loyal. They're just on teams and they side up. Remember, they side up with each other, even when they're enemies. Yeah, even when they're enemies, they will come together to attack someone else. So you guys make sure you do that. Just move in silence. Always use sneak tactics. Just always use sneak tactics when you fight in a war. I told you one content creator always tell you, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something because that's just who I am. He said, I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. See, the other ones tell you what they're going to do. And that's why sometimes it's hard to win a war because you tell what you're going to do. Not only that, you have loose cannons in your camp. You need to try to find out who's your loose cannons and get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get rid of the snakes in your camp because they're telling the other side what you are about and what you're going to do. So get rid of them. So that's enough of that garbage. I always have to come down here when I see something and say something. I like to do that every now and then. I don't get too messy. But if I have a message, I like to deliver the message. So here's what I really want to talk about. Some of you will leave because it ain't mess. Investments. Are we researching? Are we getting money wise? Are we studying our next move to become financially independent and create generational wealth? That's what I want to go into next because I am. Yesterday I spent a lot of time in the daytime researching so I can give you the knowledge that I know. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Okay? I'm telling you things that I have learned. All right? But I'm not a financial advisor. Let me read some of these comments and then I'll jump into blockchain and AMD. Blockchain, I really studied yesterday. And when I tell you what blockchains is, it's comparable to cryptocurrency. It's not Bitcoins, but it's comparable. That's how you say to cryptocurrency. Is your Squares, is your PayPal, is your Zills, right? That's what that's what blockchains are. Digital. So hold on. Give me a minute. Let me read some. Hey, thank you, BBK. Appreciate that. Appreciate the super sticker. Thank you, baby. So let me read some of these and then we'll get through this. I'll get to that. For those who stand, this part is all about investments. So you give your enemy a chance to change their course and go in a different direction. Hush and move in when they least expect it. Exactly. Some people are asleep while I'm up thinking my next move on whatever or what I'm going to do. Some people are asleep. So most of the time I will attack you when you're asleep. I know you're not prepared because I know you sleep. Hey, exclusively. Hello. Andrea, thank you, sweetheart. Pressure cooker is always a pleasure to see you. All right. That's what they do over here, that part. So shout out to Butterfly. She close to her 1,000 scrubs official scrubs. You could tell where I work, 1,000 scrubs. Official D-Spot shouted her out yesterday on his live, and he had like 300 and something people in his chat, and so did Lady Nika. I think I said it before. I think Lady Nika was down and out with some type of illness, so we send up a prayer for a wellness for her. Oh, please drop the gems at the door. Thank you for hitting that like button. Binge thinker, Queen Diva. Shadea, good morning, love. So, hey, Miss O, how are you? Hi, thanks for coming by visiting. The delusion is so grand with these people is that they're missing the opportunity to even be grander, because the delusion has really taken over reality for these people. And no, it's not jealousy. It's just a strong disdain, a hate for you because of your behavior and what you did to some people. And now it's time for them to pay you back. Yeah, when I get so busy with really my real life, you don't see me on YouTube. I don't give a damn what no one say. I don't answer. I don't banter back and forth with people when they make videos and I'm in them. I don't even know half of the time because I don't watch them. So I don't know. But I wouldn't even get down here and answer because it's so minute to me. I pick my battles. But these people have battles going on. You know, the opposite, they have real battles. So that's the way they battle, is entertainment for us. I just pray no one get hurt in doing so and entertaining us, because that would be a sad thing. But some of the shit they do on here, you can't help but to think that something's really bad is going to come out of some of the stuff they do on here. See, you can't help but to think that. Dr. Cat, so good to see you, baby. I'm going to give you a call when I finish this. And she's not paying taxes when she receives payments through Cash App. Now, let me tell you something. Uncle Sam wants his money. If you're on any programs and you receive a 1099, you need to make sure you submit that payment to whatever agency, whatever program. I don't know what people on here. I don't know how people live. I just know how Mz.Teavalocity live and how do I continue to live my life. So I don't care. But 1099s, if you're getting them, you need to report them. Any money you make, you need to keep track of it to report it, because it will come back to haunt you. Oh, yes, it will. Oh, yes, it will. Breakfast for the vegans. Yummy, yummy, yum. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's not a beef thing. I'll take a stack of and a side of bacon. Benj, think a Benj is serving. So, all right, so that's that. So now let's talk about this investment thing. Benj, can you drop Webull and can you drop Robinhood? You or Queen Diva or anyone who have those two applications, who's using those applications to start investing. If not, again, I tell you. Now, I tell you, you guys, please make sure you seek out a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm giving you information that I have researched and learned and I use. Okay. So when I recommend a stock, it's because I've researched that stock and I believe in that stock. That's not to tell you to go get it. But if you go get it and that stock strikes and it's hot and it hit, let me know. I told you I've been pushing advanced micro device, that AMD chip, the microprocessor for graphics, designs, and everything, because you know everything is in 4K. It'll be 5K, it'll be 6K. So you know they need those graphics. And this chip is supposed to be one of the hottest upcoming chips. Go to the Motley Fool, go to Investopia, go to anyone and read and do your own research. Ask your financial advisor. Ask a stock advisor. You don't have to follow them, but you can ask them for the information that will help you. But we have to start building generational wealth. And this is the way to do it. Even if you don't buy in the actual stock, I want you to pay attention to the cryptocurrency and why that's up and coming. So I'm going to read a little bit about it. So I'm going to read this blockchain, okay? I hate when I do this. I try to share the screen. It don't work. And then I will drop my link later for maybe 15 or 20 minutes. Yeah. I don't know. Everybody has ups and downs. Time to get back on channel and go to work. Success is the best revenge. It is. And I'm so glad you say that, because when people do see you successful, a lot of people want to bring you down because we still have that crab in the barrel mentality. But to show them is better than to tell them. And people always say, I can show you better than I could tell you. You know, we all have that saying. You don't believe me? I'll show you better than I could tell you. And that's what we need to do. Show better than we tell. Okay? I learned from TD Ameritrade. That platform have many videos. I take the information, invest on Robinhood. Thank you, Dr. Cat. That's my dear friend, Dr. Cat. Happy New Year's to you, beautiful. Charge it to my head and not to my heart. I love you. Right. All you do but have to research. So you guys, please research on your own. Kay, you said you didn't get a notification. Please unsubscribe and resubscribe and make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. If you guys aren't getting notifications, please make sure you unsubscribe, resubscribe, and hit for all notifications, because I don't know what this darn YouTube is doing, but they take subscribers from me. They add them, they take, every day. So okay, so let's talk about blockchain. Blockchain is comparable, I told you, to cryptocurrency. So the blockchains is 10 blockchains that I looked up. So one of them was Square. We all know a lot of people are using Square. Remember, this is a form of like cryptocurrency, but it's not Bitcoin. But the only reason why I think these stocks are going to hit and hit good is because more and more people are using them. And for the long term, we know that paper currency and coin currency is going away and is going to turn into some type of form of cryptocurrency. And that's what blockchains are. So if you go to the Motley Fool, now the Motley Fool wants you to buy Investopia, you don't have to buy. But they'll tell you important stocks to watch and to buy, and they'll tell you why. And I'm going to read this article about blockchain. So hold on. I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to share my screen. Hold on. I don't think you guys could see it. I have the hardest time. So I'm going to bring the share screen up. And let me see on Chrome. And here it is. Blockchain. Okay. There go the blockchain, okay? So it's saying, oh, God, I can't make this thing bigger. Oh, shit, shooky. I'm not too computer savvy, but hold on, let me read it. So it says, you may know blockchain as the technology behind Bitcoin and many other cryptocurrencies. However, many investors don't have thorough understanding what blockchain is or the best way to invest in this exciting tech trend. So we know. So for one, they explain blockchain like this. Blockchain is a form of ledger technology. So we want you to know it's technology. It's technology. And so it's worth buying. Before we go any further, the blockchain and cryptocurrency are two different concepts. Blockchain is the underlying technology that powers cryptocurrency, but it has many other potential applications that have nothing to do with Bitcoin or other digital currencies. They saying think of blockchain as the motor to a car. Bitcoin is the car and blockchain is the motor. So it has digital IDs, copyright protection, digital voting, real estate transfer, medical record, and wills. And the reason why I wanted to hit on that, because if you think about cryptocurrency, you know that we are going in this digital world. We are in this digital world. And now is the underlying factor to Bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies. Blockchain is the underlying. So it's in the digital world. So we all know that most of our EMRs, EHRs are now digital. Your medical records. So that lets you know, boom. We know a lot of money transfer is through Square, PayPal. We say, hey, hit me on PayPal, Square, or Zelles, all those. Those are the underlying applications to really Bitcoin. And that's why Bitcoin is surging, because of the digital underlying blockchains to it. We know that the graphics are getting better each year. They bring out a new game, 2K2, Y2K, all those. So you got to remember graphics. You got to remember the digital presentation in whatever we do. That's blockchain. So blockchain is a good investment. So I looked at it yesterday and I tried to study it, and I don't know the graphs, you guys. I just can't get into the graphs. Maybe someone, we could link up one night and we can do a Zoom or either here, and people could help read the graphs, because if you know how to read the graphs, you know when to invest and when that stock is predicted to hit. So you get in and then you get out. And that's how they do it. They know day by day when that stock is, when they predict when to buy it, when it's at its high peak, and when it's going to drop, or when it's going to split. It gets so big, they split the stock like they did Tesla. You know, they split Tesla. Tesla got so big, the amount that they split it. So, and they made, you could buy bits of it. So it's back to buying. So the graphs show you that. I just don't know how to read the graphs, y'all. When it comes to that, I'm just lost. I see the lows and when to buy. Whenever you see a stock in orange, but it's predicted to surge, you buy in the orange. That's when you buy. That's the best time to buy, is when the stock on the graph is in the orange. And then it'll show you the flow of it. And you watch the flow. And that's one of my weaknesses. I don't understand exactly when to get out. You know, so when I talked about the options, that's how you have to really watch the options. Long time shares, you don't worry about long time stock. But if you want to dibble dabble in less riskier, and you want to do a quick grab that could make you quick money, you do the stock option. And that's what I'm trying to learn, because you could get in there, you could buy some shares of whatever stock you want to. You go into a contract with them and you saying, I paid you this $100 and this is what I'm going to buy this share for, $100. So even if it surge, you win. Even if it don't surge, you really don't lose nothing but the $100. That's the only risk you'll have, is the $100. So we need to know how to do that. I don't know how to do that, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to sit here and lie. But I'm working on it. I'm researching it. I'm watching and I'm trying to learn. But I do know that there's a plethora of information out here in reference to investing long-term stock and stock options. I did share videos, the Come Up series. I like Mark and Jolene. They're very good. They have a class. They have what they call a university, free of charge. They'll take you to the very beginning. And if you could pick it up, you'll pick it up. And then you could come back and tell us about it. I did Wall Street Trapper. Wall Street Trapper. He's an investor. He has his own YouTube. You know, that brother is good. I did Earn Your Leisure, the two brothers. I forgot their names, the two of them. But they had Mark Cuban on it. Now, let me tell you something about that and what really piqued my my curiosity with them. I followed them. But anytime they had a billionaire, anytime they were able to call a billionaire Mark Cuban. If y'all know who Mark Cuban is, if you don't, go look him up. Anytime they had access to a billionaire, I know they know something. I know what they doing is right when they had access to a billionaire, Mark Cuban. He was on their show yesterday. I think I shared it. Remember, anytime you have access to a billionaire, you have access to becoming at least a millionaire. Because one thing about it, he being a billionaire, he has all the tools to becoming a millionaire, because he surpassed the millionaire status and went to billionaire. So those brothers had Mark Cuban on there. So that lets me know they know something, because Mark Cuban is not just going to mess around with anybody. They had to talk some type of knowledge to him to say, I will grace you with my presence on your platform. If you don't know who Mark Cuban is, go look him up. Very, very wealthy man. Billionaire. And he tell you how he became a billionaire. So make sure if you don't, or if you haven't watched those videos, please make sure you watch the videos I shared, or either you go over there and subscribe to their lives, because they would help you. They know much more than I know, way more. See, when I become a millionaire this 2021, because I'm positioning myself, remember, you have to position yourself for blessings. See, you have to position yourself. I'm positioning myself to at least become a millionaire in 2021. And I started now. See, even though I'm 58 years old, it doesn't matter. I'm going to leave that wealth to my grandchildren and my children, if God willing, because I'm positioning myself to become a millionaire. And I'm doing it by research. I don't have very much, but it doesn't take very much, because you hear a lot of these people say, oh, I only invested, $100. I started out with $300 or $400. It doesn't take much. And that's where we can't be fooled at, that it doesn't take much to invest. One stock, one option, a good hit could send you well on your way. Now, Bitcoin started out, they was talking about Apple. Apple started out. Apple has a return, or have grown 140 or 94,000 past the 100. So can you imagine 194,000 and some other? That's how far Apple has come. So whoever invested in Apple, Facebook, they had Bitcoin, whoever made those investments early, they are well on their way to being a millionaire, depending on how much they invest, or they are millionaires already, just by simply catching it when it first starts. And that's the inception of it. And that's what we want to catch when it's down, when the stock is down now, when people not paying attention. We want to pay attention to what these people say to us. Even though they'll come on here and tell you a hot stock, like I tell you one, you need to go research it. You go research it for yourself. Okay. Thank you. Let me see. Let me see what the chat is saying, because I think I want to say that my gemologists are protecting me. Robinhood is great. I'm up 42% on my investments. Monty is doing well. Monty, you're doing good. I know you're doing good. Okay, let's see what Andre said. I learned from, TD Trade. That's a good one. Ameritrade, Fidelity. Just go in there. Guys, go into a bank and ask to speak to an advisor, a financial advisor. And you say to them, this is what I used to do when I worked in the bank. I was a teller at the credit union years ago, 20-something years ago. And I used to see these people accounts, right? And I said, okay, so next time Mr. So-and-so come here, I'm going to ask him, how did he get that money, or how did he invest? And boom, Mr. Johnson, how did you invest, or what do you invest in? And Mr. Johnson want to tell you right away. He want to tell you all his knowledge and how he did it. And you learn from that. So you guys need to go over there and ask questions. Remember, Square is Cash App. Thank you, Doc. And I was going to get to that. Square is Cash App. That's what Square is, Cash App. So that stock is predicted to surge. And right now, I think I had wrote somewhere, you guys. I was taking notes for y'all. I had wrote the amounts. Well, you have to go do some research on yourself. But anyway, I wrote the amounts that they were worth now, so you could get in and buy. And then on the Motley Fool and some other ones, they'll tell you the blockchain that's under $10 or $50. So you sometimes, hey, just take a chance. Remember, stocks are a risk, but they can be a good risk. So hw.fool.com, that's binge dropping something. I invest and let it sit. I'm too scary. Well, you do. They'll tell you, in order to see good investments, when you invest in stocks in this totality, like long-term stocks, you have to look at the prediction for 10 to 20 years. They say that's when you see your best returns. That's when you will see all the profit in 10 to 20 years when you invest in stock, okay? So it's no quick rich get rich quick scheme, sorry. Nope, it's not that. When you invest in stocks option, you essentially purchase the right to buy or share the sales of the underlying stocks for a set price at a future date. Thank you so much for summing it up. See, that's why I have gemologists. They know how to say it. Benj perfectly said it. This is a stock option. This right here could get you, money like that because it's just a short-term contract. You leave it in there for a month. When you see it grow, before before it expires, your term expires on your contract, you sell. You sell. And that's when you get your money. So you have to watch it though. You really have to watch it. This content is for general purpose only. Mz.Teavalocity is not providing specific financial advice. Please research and speak with a professional advisor regarding your personal finances. Exactly. Thank you so much, Dre. You guys always help me out. I already started some tips and tricks I found from them. Thanks to you. Monty, yes. I want us to be wealthy. I just want to share it. I want us to be financially free of debt, for one, and be in position to create generational wealth to leave for our children and our grandchildren. See, this is what I plan on doing. This is just me. I have 5 grandchildren. I plan on taking $5,000 in a couple of weeks or a week or something and invest and buy my grandchildren investments and put it in their name and give it to them as their birthdays come up or holidays or something. I'm going to keep that for them. I'm no longer going to invest in materialistic things. I'm going to help my grandchildren be financially stable when they get old enough. Now, imagine this. Imagine you or me. I'm using me. Imagine me giving my 1-year-old grandson 10 shares, $1,000 worth of, say, AMD. And in 10 years, AMD is selling at $2,300 or something a share. You know how much money that kid has that he could at least start off? And his yaya did that? That's a lot of money. He has the choice at 18 or 21 to do what he wanted, but he'll know his yaya was thinking about his welfare, whether I'm here or not. I left something to them. And that's what we have to think. That's where we have to put our mind. Dr. Cat is saying AMC is $2.13. AMC. Okay, we'll take a look at that one. Remember, these are just recommendations, Yes, Cat, I'm glad you said that. Let me stick right there. AMC is $2.13. They are rebuilding because let me tell you what AMC is about to revamp the way we watch movies, and I believe is going to be through the television. And then I think they're expected to build up a lot of drive-in theaters again, right, Kat? I think they're predicted to create a lot of or develop technology in the drive-in theaters and build up a lot of drive-in theaters. Yeah, that's it. Yep. So that's $2.13. Go look at penny stocks. Ask questions. See, she just brought 2. Monty is on it. So Robinhood, that's the link for Robinhood. And Webull, you had the one for Webull, beautiful. Can you drop Webull? Those are 2 applications you could look into and try to start investments. Now listen, stocks is not easy. Learning to invest is not simple as 1, 2, 3. But some people are better teachers on teaching us how it could be simple as 1, 2, 3 to us. That's where we're trying to get to. We're trying to get somebody who sits down with us and say, boom, 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 and we understand so we could start investing. You invest a lot of time in YouTube, some people. That's Robinhood. This is Webull. And please don't get me wrong. You at liberty to do what you want. I just come here to drop some gems and some good gems. You watch 12 hours of YouTube. At least dedicate 2 hours to studying about investments. Something that's going to really, really benefit you. Benefit your children, your grandchildren. Worry about that. Just take 2 hours or an hour out to look at one of these videos I drop or subscribe to those brothers. And here's another one. Todd Capital is on IG. Caucasian guy. Very good. Very good. Easy to understand Todd Capital. He comes on IG. Just do that. Simple. Invest in yourself. You're really not investing in yourself when you don't invest in your future. This, yes, we come on here for entertainment, but are we really investing in ourselves? We're not. That's all I'm trying to say. It's time for us to get with the program of the rich and the wealthy. That's what we need to do. And it doesn't cost much. Any story you hear, you'll hear them say, I started with buying this with $100, with $200, with $300. They never say, I put 20,000 in there, I put 10,000. A lot of the stories start with a simple $100 to $300. Robin Hood, you just throw $100 in there and you ask somebody to help you and go from there. Just try it. Just try it. Cash App has a stock platform as well. See, Dr. Cat is dropping some serious knowledge. You know, she's on it. She's on it. And okay, Monty has another thing. So Monty, I don't know if you or Dr. Cat could come up here, but I want you to just help us out a little bit, because I know, Monty, that from, you know, conversing with you and Dr. Cat, you say that you every payday you put money into a stock. Can you explain that to us? If you can't come up, Monty, can you just explain what do you mean? Thank you, Andrea. Again, beautiful, for always looking out for me. Thank you. Thank you, Binge, Thinker, and Queen Diva, for always being great gemologists helping me out. Okay, so Monty, can you explain that? Because there is an app where you can invest in Cash App on your phone. I've seen that. I just don't know about that. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. So you have 10 minutes. I dropped the link, Monty. If you could come up here and just tell us a simple little bit about investing in Cash App. And Dr. Cat, if you had a minute just to tell us a little bit about Ameritrade or how you work in your investments. Hold on, baby. Let me make sure it's you. Hold on, sugar. Hold on, sugar wooger. Hey, baby, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you, beautiful, for asking.
Can you hear
Help us
me?
out.
I'm driving, so can you hear me? I
I
don't.
can hear you. If you can
Okay.
speak just a little louder, but yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Hold on. Let me reposition. Okay. I'm driving, so I'm so excited you talking about this because I've been getting real excited
I
just
know.
watching my investments, and I started with $50.
$50.
And basically, what happened? My husband found the app, and if you share with your friends and family and they join in, you get a free stock. So he wanted the free stock, and he sent me the link, and I was like, "Oh, this look cool," you know. So I joined so he could get the free stock. It wasn't even really for me to invest or do anything with it. And then in May, my boss was telling me about it, and so that piqued my interest again. And she was like, basically telling me how she does it. And she was like, I don't know if you can do it that way, but she invests every paycheck. She said she just invests whatever she can every paycheck. So I looked at my paychecks and I said, I can probably give up $50. And then I said, no, I can give up $50. So I committed to myself every time I get paid, I take $50 and I just add it to the Robinhood. So whenever I hear of a stock or somebody tell me of it, I do my research. I try to buy them low. But I also try to buy them on the startup. Like I bought that DoorDash, and on the startup, I lost money the first couple weeks of DoorDash, but now it's starting to surge. So you can't get discouraged if you see your stock dip, and try not to sell them. Think about them as long-term investments and not quick money. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at 5-10 years down the line. And so whenever I research the stock, I always look at, one, what is the stock going for now? What is the lowest point? What is the highest point? Because that's going to tell you kind of the stock potential. I also look at if it's recommended for you to buy, hold, or sell. And then I make my decision on how much I'm going to buy. With Robinhood, it's best that you try to buy one whole share, because what happens is they reinvest the dividends for you automatically. So you might start with one share and then end up over time getting 2 shares because they keep reinvesting the little dividends that they give you. And it's, for me, pennies on a dollar, but if my money is making money, then that's the goal. I want my money to make money. So I haven't invested a lot of money. You could do the math, $50 every 2 weeks since about June. But I check it daily, and I try to keep just a little bit of money, in there, so that if I hear something like Dr. Cat said, they're $2 a share. I knew I had $4 left over. I went and spent that $4 on that. And I got just a little under 2 shares. But think about it like this. You go to the store, you buy a soda, that's $2. You buy a burger, that's $5. You could make that at home, and invest that money that you wasting on that burger or on that soda at the liquor store, and invest in yourself and your future. So that's kind of where I'm at with Robinhood. I love it. I feel like it's very intuitive. They give you a lot of information. So if you don't mind poking around and just kind of making mistakes and learning from your lessons, like, it's really a good app for someone that doesn't know much about investments, and someone that doesn't have a lot of money to invest, because you don't have to buy a share. You could buy a portion of a share. But the downside of that is you don't get in reinvestments because you don't have the full share. So for me, if I don't have a full share, I try to invest like $5 at a time into each share when I, put my $50 on, so that I can get to a full share. Once I get to a full share, then I go to that next one and try and get it to a full share. And what I'm thinking about is, right now, how I'm buying my stocks, I'm thinking about, everybody is stay at home right now. And in the next year, everybody's going to want to get out and fly and travel. And, so I'm buying things like airline stocks and like the AMC. That's great. People are going to want to go to the drive-ins. They're going to want to stream the new movies at home in their new theater that they just built, and so you have to think, what are people going, where are we going right now as a society? So Bitcoin is good. Credit cards are good. any kind of Cash App, Square, in entertainment.
Very good. Very good. And you heard what Monty said, and then I'll let you on, Dr. Cat. Good to see you. You heard what she said. She just take a little of her paycheck and invest it. And she uses the tool Robinhood, the app Robinhood, and they will invest, she said, her dividends. So she's doing long term. Robinhood also have stock options. And you know what? I want us to try to research stock options because I want us to come back and talk about that because I really want to learn that. So, with that being said, I'm going to bring on Dr. Cat because she said AMC. And see, no one's looking at that. But I was looking at AMC and I believe I have a little AMC here too. But go ahead, Dr. Cat. Oh, let me unmute you, beautiful. Hold on. Hey, that's my friend, my real friend. Hey, baby, Happy New Year's. Go ahead.
Happy New Year's to you. I miss you.
I miss you too, sweetheart. I really do.
So, was it Mixology? She's right in terms of Robinhood and offering the option, the opportunity to do partial dividends.
Fraction, yeah. Right.
And the thing is about that, I wouldn't, first of all, I'm not a investment professional. I'm learning myself as I go along.
We all are.
But what I've learned is that concentrating on one actual stock and being able to do those fractions at some point becomes a whole stock. So I buy, I encourage people, if you only got a dollar and the stock is $2, put that dollar on there. And when you come back, put that on, you'll soon have the actual full stock. But
good point.
Back to your piece about education and wanting people to research. So I started out on TD Ameritrade, which is also free, right? So I went in there, but you only can buy whole stocks.
Okay.
But the advantage to joining them, they have a plethora of educational tutorials on options and the whole gamut of stock. So what I did was actually start teaching myself through their actual session, the workshops, the sessions, and everything that they have in their repository. So I would encourage people to look at TD Ameritrade, if not to trade on their platform, but just to have access to their educational material because it is actually top notch. So that's a place where people can start doing their research.
Thanks. I forgot about that. Oops. Hold on. I'm going to mute you for 1 minute, Dr. Cat. I forgot about that. So she just told us TD Ameritrade is one of them. Now, I do Fidelity. So I called my investor maybe about 2 months ago, you guys, because I had this hothead about this hot stock. And it was part of blockchain cryptocurrency. And I say, hey, can you move this amount over to that? Now, if you have a 401 or whatever retirement plan you may have, I always talk about the cash flow because a lot of those, if you've been in your retirement plan for years, you have a cash flow that actually is actual cash that you can go get, and it doesn't touch the investment portion of it. The 401k is just the cash flow, which you have generated over years, right? If you have that, you can even ask them, hey, can you take $1,000 of that and buy this stock for me? They will do it all for you. I told the man, he was telling me how to do it. I said, sir, I don't know how to do it. He said, well, I'm going to walk you through it. He said, and you can buy a fraction of this. Now, you may not want to buy the whole thing, he said, but the good thing is, just like Dr. Cass said, you can buy fractions. A quarter, make one whole. That's how we have to think mathematically. 4 quarters make one whole. So like Dr. Cass said, just buy a fraction, buy another fraction, buy another fraction. Whatever little bit you have, put it into the pot. Put it in the pot and watch the pot grow. If you have time, make sure you research. We're only giving you advice on knowledge that we have from experience. I'm not sitting down here and teaching no class. I'm telling you to go look for yourself. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I researched it yesterday. And I was trying to see blockchain. Why am I going to buy blockchain? Then I thought, oh, it's digital. Oh, shucks, it's going to be digital. It is like the motor to my car. That's how they explained it. So your car can't run without a motor. So these applications for all this cryptocurrency, they are the underlying technology to the cryptocurrency that we're moving towards. Cashless society, y'all keep that in mind. And that's why I say so much. Watch the CPU chips and the microprocessing, the AMD, the Intel chips. Keep your eye on those because we're moving towards just a digital society. Robots will do the jobs that a lot of us will do. Well, there's a chip in that robot. There are plenty of chips. There's a motherboard in that robot. Keep that in mind when you decide the long-term effects of your investment in stock or either, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, something like that. Make sure you look at the long-term effect of it. Remember 10 to 20 years to show you the real profit of what you made unless you do a stock option. And I'm going to keep saying that every day I come down here. I'm going to keep preaching it because it's time for us to move different in the financial world. Remember, we built a Black Wall Street. How? You on mute, baby. Sorry. We built that Black Wall Street. How? We had the power to build the Black Wall Street. We have the power to build another Black Wall Street. Will you be in it or will you be out?
Facts.
I'm just looking at Millionaire 2021. It's in my spirit, it's in my blood, is what I'm going to do. I'm sick of being what they call poor. Even though we're not poor, but you know what I mean. No. I want to make my seat at the table. If you won't give it, I'm going to take it, damn it.
Sometimes you got to take it by storm.
You got to take it by storm. Like I said, when them brothers had Mark Cuban on there.
Oh, what you talking about? Earn your living? Earn your leisure. So let me tell you about that.
Earn your leisure.
So there's a gentleman by the name of Ian Dunlap, who is actually a guru from Houston that gives free advice sometimes when he's on there. He drops, a whole lot of what you call it, gems. And you just take that information and go back and figure out, what's best for you. But I got the most valuable information from them. When I first started out, I'm like you, I was an entrepreneur. I left my daytime job working for somebody else. And
Hold up. Dr. Cat, 1 minute. I'm sorry. I forgot to acknowledge someone who's very special to me. Sorry, Dr. Cat, other than you. Butterfly, I forgot when I was naming my gemologist to name you beautiful. Thank you for being here supporting me. That's Butterfly. Go ahead, Dr. Cat.
Hi, Butterfly. So what I was gonna say, those two brothers, and with the help of the guy Ian Dunlap, and then, like I said, they give information. I was my first real week focusing on what I'm gonna do next in my 50 plus years, right? Because I'm 50 plus. So I'm like, okay, I now need to take control of investing my own money. So that's how I got to TD Ameritrade, learned as much as I could, then went on to Robinhood. But what I learned from them brothers, because I jumped right on, and I actually found them by accident one day. And the first thing they stated is that if you have it in your house or you use it, why you don't have stock in it?
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
That thing upset me because I looked around. I got Apple on every damn desk and phone. My kids have all that, and then I have a Peloton. I'm like, wait a minute, and that's how I started looking at those actual stocks and start investing in the things that I thought, like, hey, I use Visa. Why I'm not why I don't have stock in it? I go to Home Depot like 3 times a month. Why don't I have Home Depot in my portfolio? But one of the things that they actually talked about is don't try to build your portfolio overnight. Start out with 3 or 4 good stocks and roll with that, and then see how you do along that, and understand that they're going to go up and they're going down because that's what stock's supposed to do. That's how they go. But they may go up for 7 years, but at some point then you can almost some of them, because they're expert, can pinpoint that maybe a crash or a
Right.
decrease is coming. But be just, as you learn these things, you start becoming more familiarized with them. I learned about options on a video from Cash App. Cash App had a video about option. That was my first. Well, those brothers you talking about from Newark. I believe they're from Newark.
Are they?
I think so.
I didn't know that.
I think they're from Newark. And as they were talking about their platform, I Earn Your Leisure.
That's it.
I heard from them, but that was more academic. But there was like this colorful type of video, and I was like, wow. So it made it more practical for my understanding. And I think you and I didn't start talking about it. Our last conversation.
We talked about it.
We talked about the options, and it's the good thing about options, you can bet on the increase of a stock or a decrease.
Or the decrease. And
right,
you don't
make your money both ways. So
right.
Yeah, but that's the secret. People got to go and research on their own. So those are the couple of things that I was going to, add to your conversation. One about the educational material and
I appreciate that.
trade. The one thing about the fraction pieces, when you're buying those stocks, they will soon equate one stock. So
I'm glad you said that. I didn't, you know what? I didn't even break it down like that. But I thought about it. 4 quarters equal $1. So 4 fractions would equal 1 whole. So that's a good way to do it. And I think that's how Miss Monty is saying too. She put so much money in there, and then they put it towards different stocks. So if she don't have that particular money to buy that particular share, her buying the fractions of it. I think that's what she was saying. But yes, Cash App is Square. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, because I found that out. But Cash App and PayPal and other digital currencies, you guys are about to take off. MasterCard is one of them. And we see this. And when we see this, we already know is the future. Why wouldn't we invest in it?
Right. Google. How often do you use a Google, you actually Google something online, or you have those devices in your house? Because I do have one. I have one. Hey, Google. So my thing is that, and we don't even invest in it. But we're going back to the reoccurring, in terms of the reinvestment of your dividends.
Yeah.
I like putting mine on automatic. So especially when you're dealing with those fractions, stocks,
right.
If you make 2 or 3 cents, it go right back into there, right back, and you can automate it, and then so it can grow that way as well. But yeah, you have to figure out, like, okay, I don't have all of the money to invest in Amazon, but how about I at least want one stock? How do I get there? Or Tesla, because those are some of your heavy hitters. I remember, and this is bad, and then I'm gonna drop off on this, but I remember when Amazon was actually $100. Me and the young lady, I was 100, and then it went up a little bit more as they start bringing in new platforms to expand their actual portfolio. And so me and this young lady talked about Amazon one day, then maybe 15 months later, approximately, her and I had another conversation. It was like maybe $600 or $700. And I said, we should come together and buy stock. We talked about that night. We were working late. I was sitting on the floor sorting papers in my office, and she was in her office. And we talked about it. We never did it. A year later, it was $1,900. I'm kicking myself in the rear right now, because I could have bought it at $100 several years ago.
That happened to me with Bitcoin.
I say this, and this is colloquial speaking, but I was bullshit, right? So I'm so mad at my damn self.
What pissed me off is I have a parent say, Mz.Teavalocity, I'm going to say Teavalocity, you telling me about CBD. I was so busy trying to invest in CBD in the medical portion of it, and he was telling me about Bitcoin. I sent him down to Fidelity and everything to speak to an advisor. He gets down there and he was telling me, he said, yeah, I asked him, I opened up the account, Miss So-and-so, and I bought it. But then he told me, he said, but Miss So-and-so, make sure you do Bitcoin. I said, oh yeah, that Bitcoin. Didn't know nothing about it. And look at Bitcoin now. And it was low then. He told me that years ago, that young man. And I'm praying and hoping that he did make the investment and he's doing quite well with Bitcoin.
Oh my God, Bitcoin. But then we get ready to go into a whole nother piece now, because you know Biden's going in office, and not just because of him, but because how we are now looking at green
Thank
community.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Andrea. Go ahead, Kat.
Andre, you know how we're now moving into green communities. We need to start looking at the solar companies, and they have these EFTs where they have multiple solar, you know how they actually put those EFTs where it has multiple companies in one particular stock, and each has a
Right. That's
So
the XLK and the XLC.
yeah, and they have one called TAN, right? And that has
TAN.
TAN, and that's more of the solar, right?
Okay.
And you know that's coming. We have to change energy, right?
Energy sources, yeah.
Because of the simple fact that the energy pieces of it is that we know we not burning coal no more. I mean, so we need something different, and we have to start investing our money. So that was one that I got in TAN, and then also this gentleman told me about when I was looking at, like you said, marijuana, the medicinal uses. There's companies that you can invest in that's manufacturing the actual, I would say the equipment that we never even thought about, right? Because we always think about weed and how we invest.
Yeah, I was talking about the medical.
But we look also, there's equipment that has to go into place to be able to do
exactly.
That's soaring. There's so many other pieces that we're not looking at. We have to that's why you said it's good to talk to people and get advice. But the gem I dropped, if you own it in your house, you need to be trying to figure out how you invest in it.
That's smart. I got something to talk to you about too. When you say that, if it's in your house and you own it, I'm going to tell you how you can own it. I'll call you with that one though. I don't want to put that out here, but I'm going to tell you how we can own what's in our house. But anyway, see, I'm thinking something else too, but I'll let you know. But listen to this. Like she said, go look up TAN. Okay, XLC and XLK. Those are, they'll tell you what stocks are under those. That's like communication. Like you said, TAN is solar. I just went to look that up. I'll look that up. But remember to do research. What you invest in is your investment. But what I want you to do is I want everyone, under the sound of my voice, ain't that how they say it? Under the sound of my voice, we really want to get started here. If you go and gain any knowledge, do any research, please let's meet back here. Yeah. Let's put all the pieces together to this puzzle on how we going to become a millionaire in 2021 and be serious about it. So bring your portion, whatever research you research, bring it. Kat, bring whatever knowledge you have. Monty, whatever knowledge you have. Andrea, Benj, whatever knowledge, and let's get down here. And let's try to make this happen for all of us to do financially better for 2021 and beyond. But we're talking about becoming a millionaire or even getting a little piece of the pie in 2021. Whatever you know, bring your knowledge. And then we'll do another panel. We'll pick a day to do a Zoom. We'll do a Zoom.
Oh, yeah, I like that. That sounds
okay.
Good.
We'll do a Zoom or a panel, and we'll put it all together and see how we can help each other. But I only want serious people. See, because I already know I'm gonna be a millionaire, but everybody can't go.
That's right. That's right.
Everybody can't go. I'm only putting it out here.
Maybe on that platform, you can also bring maybe someone that is an advisor.
So we're looking. I'm looking, and Andrea is looking. We're looking for people. Those brothers, you say they from Newark. I didn't know that. I will definitely reach out to them. Say, hey, listen, homeboy. Now we people. So I will. But anytime, like I said, anytime you see two brothers that can touch Mark Cuban, then you know they got something going on for them. Think about it. Mark Cuban ain't gonna pick up too many people's phones. People of that stature don't pick up too many people's phone calls unless they got some type of connection.
Yeah, them
So,
dudes, them guys is good, and their actual mantra is assets over liability. That's
yes,
the
I love that. I'm going to buy me one of their shirts. I
yeah.
saw it. That's the mantra. I'm going to buy me one of their shirts. I like the asset over liability. With that being said, I'm going to drop the link one more time in case someone else wants to come. There go my Taylor. Taylor, I got to help you. Hold on, Pumpkin. Hold on. That's my little virtual niecey poo. Taylor, I want you to go listen to Earn Your Leisure. Earn Your Leisures. And they are talking about stocks and stock options. And they have a university. Now, theirs is paid for. The Come Up series with Mark and Jolene's, theirs isn't paid for. Their university is free. And they'll take you from the very beginning on how to invest in stocks, what to look for, how to read the graph. See, I don't know when it talks that Greek talk, the beta, and the theta, and all those, the zeta. I don't know. The deltas. So I ain't gonna lie. One thing I ain't gonna do, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
They start talking that, but they will take you step by step. So is the Earn Your Leisure, right, Dr. Cat?
Yeah, but their YouTube series is called Market Mondays.
That's on Market Mondays, but they on there all the time. But you're right. She right. The YouTube series is Market Monday. And they have a university. Their university cost. Now, the Come Up series, Jolene and Mark,
I'm writing that down.
They have a university. It's free. It's free, and it'll take you from the very beginning. And I want you to listen to Mark tell you about the AMD. Why is it a hot pick and why I introduced it to you all. If you watch my video that I shared, and it has Mark telling you why AMD is so important and why they think is going to supersede Intel and Rayon and some of the other ones.
And that's a small company, and I want to say, because I think I heard the brothers from Earn Your Leisure say it's a black company and it's small. And what happened was that really propelled them, because we already know chips are being everything, but what really propelled them was the fact that Intel had a crash and they couldn't fulfill their order, and it just take for somebody to be out of place and somebody say, "Hey, you got it. Come here."
Pick me. Pick me.
That's what happened.
And exactly. And they trying to merge with AMD too. Did you know that Microsoft and all them trying to get, because they got the most popping thing? And the man explained to me, is the CPU, is the chip, is the microprocessor, is the digital graphic, is everything, the application, and that one little chip is going to make some of us millionaires. Absolutely. So stay tuned. But Taylor, is Mark and Jolene, the Come Up series. Like I said, their university is free, and they'll take you from the very beginning, and you can even write directly to them. You can email them, or you can follow them and they'll answer your questions. Jolie, she look for questions. So that Dr. Cat said, Earn Your Leisure Monday, right? On Mondays. Okay. And then here's another one. Wolf Street Trapper. Instead of Wall Street, is Wolf Street Trapper. And Todd Capital is on Instagram. Those are some people that we need to watch. But with that being said, this has been great. I'm so glad that my good Judy graced me with her presence. I will tell you after this. I'm so glad and thankful that I have outstanding gemologists who work so well for me. I appreciate you very much. Much love to y'all, and for my supporters. Now listen, this is not mess, so it don't get all those views, but I'm not worried about it. See, I'm not going to reduce myself to mess. I'm going to elevate myself into helping my people. That's what I came here to do. So it's not mess, but if you know somebody, or you thought this was good and knowledgeable, and I dropped these gems, and you want someone else to pick them up, please share the video, and don't forget to like the video. If you're having problems with notifications, unsubscribe and resubscribe, and make sure you hit all notifications, not personal or not the other notification, right? Now, Dr. Cat, she said, I'm going to research on the TD Ameritrade. Thanks, Dr. Cat. Thanks, Taylor. Love you much, baby. That's my virtual niecey. So, again, like I said, this is not... Okay, will do. I got it, baby. Will do. This is not junk. So everybody won't get it. But if you want people to learn and you want people to get it and you like the information that I shared today, make sure you let someone else know. With that being said, I'm going to get ready to play my music. Dr. Cat, you have anything else to say?
As always, I enjoyed this opportunity, and I'll hear from you later. I'm going to drop off.
Hey, are you home or at the other place? You close by me?
I'm in the basement of, I'm in DC.
Okay, you're in.
Call me.
I will, baby, in a few minutes.
All right, then.
I will.
Everybody have a good afternoon.
Yep. You want me to kick you off?
Yeah, kick me off. Bam. I'm gone.
Oh, the boss's channel. Hello.
Can you see me?
I can see you. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. Hey, I'm glad you popped up here. Stand by 1 minute. You guys, I forgot about the boss's channel, but the boss's channel is so good. This lady is dropping a bunch of gems, you guys, and I really don't want us to miss it. Please check her out. Check her out. She's giving us information about SBA loans, the EID loans, the PPP loans, on how to buy land and everything. Go ahead, Boss Channel. Thank you for joining me.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I was in the chat. I was wondering if you could see me. I was saying stuff about what you was talking about. Could you see me? I've been in here for the longest.
No.
Yes, I've been talking to you and talking to you and talking. I talked to Queen Diva, everybody, all the Gemini.
There you go, Boss's channel. I'm so sorry. You know, I can't. Let me tell you something, baby. Charge it to my head, not to my heart. You can't read the chat and talk. This chat will throw you off. I will have 100 conversations trying to answer what people say. But what is PIP? Hashtag PIP.
Right. That's why I got up here. So I wanted to talk to you, you all about this too. The PIPs is like, what it means is that's telling you the signal. The pips is the signal. This is real stock. I mean, that not downsizing the Bitcoin, but I'm talking about the actual stock before Bitcoin came along. Okay, and you know, I'm gonna join. Now that I know that there's support on this side, that I'm gonna go. I was supposed to join in a group, which is oh, excuse me, I just lost my train of thought.
Take your time.
It's a group where you can actually, when you bring in other groups to be able to earn money off of everyone as a team. It starts with an F. Oh, gracious. I had it.
You're
all
not
on
talking about what's those thing called oh Lord. We got both of us up here forget.
Yeah, I'm having a brain fart right now. Excuse my French, but
damn thing. Queen Diva, you here? Help me. Queen Diva know where everybody put money in and then everybody get money out of it?
Not that. No.
Oh, I was about to say, no, we ain't want that.
Oh, I'll get it back in my head, but I
get it. Get it. Hold on. Relax. Get it and come back. We'll be here. Like I said, I want everyone who has information that can help us start learning how to create generational wealth and become millionaires to start out with, because we want to eventually be billionaires. We want to be wealthy. But any information you have, bring it to the table. I'm going to do a Zoom and invite several people in who wants to come in. But we're going to talk particularly about investments and how to put the pieces together. And hopefully someone could pick up what we can't pick up in reference to when I said the graphs. I don't know how to read the graphs, so it kind of frustrates me. when I try to read them because I don't know how, but maybe somebody can read a graph. You bring your information. So what was you going to say about pips? What is pips?
Right. I was trying to get the name so I can explain more what the pips is. I've never done this before. This is crazy.
That's
Oh,
okay.
it must be really good. So obviously, I'm trying to think of the letter that starts with the F. But
Hold on,
anyway,
I got it for
um,
you. I got it for you. Percentage in points? You're not talking about that. No.
no, it is a name of another investment
Okay.
group, but it is for the stock market. It's
Okay.
I get it. I get
Hold
it.
on. I'm coming. I'm about to help you
Yeah,
out.
I'm
Okay.
kind of off on that. Yeah,
Is
but
it
yes,
pip or pipe? Is it pip or pipe?
it's called pips.
Okay. I don't see pips, but go ahead.
I mean, I might like the way I'm saying it. You say pipes, I say pips, but it could be pipes. But
No,
oh,
I
I
just
needed
want to
that.
make sure I'm looking for the right thing. I'm here with you. The PIP group, invest in the tax liens. What is a PIP group? Is it investments in real estate?
No. This has nothing to do with real estate. This is
Okay,
exactly the
you're gonna have to seek it.
this
But that's okay. Don't beat yourself up. When you get it, bring it back. We could use any information. And like I said,
right.
what happened here, when you have a group full of intellectual women or men and people seeking the same thing as far as learning investments, we all could pull it together and add a piece to the pie to make it one whole pie. Remember, fractions will become a whole if we keep investing in ourselves. Right now, we're just working it out. We just
Right.
researching and working it out.
But one thing I do want to say though, I don't know why that piece just went out of my head. Like, oh, but anyway, you know that investing in notes. I want to get into that too. That's also an investment as well. Buying notes.
Notes?
Buying notes. It don't just necessarily have to be real estate. You can buy notes in the oil market. Now, my head on this because this is something I do. Um, like as far as the stock market, I just really getting into that myself. But the notes is actually really where you can buy mortgage notes. You can buy, like I said, oil notes. It's a lot of notes that you can obtain. And right now is the perfect time for that because people are losing their homes, foreclosures, people are losing their business, bankruptcies. So you can buy those notes and own those businesses without having to do all of the work of the actual business.
That's what I said. She says, not that one, Benj. That's what I said, percentage and point. She said, no, this is an investment group, right? It's not percentage and point or price interest point. That's in reference to stock. That's what PIP means. She's saying, no, Benji. I put that up too. It's not that, right, Boss Channel?
No, 1 second. Let me, do you know how that feels like when you know something is right there and then like, oh, hold
That's
on.
what I was thinking, Mr. Pisces. She's saying it's not what we're saying. We on the line of PIP. I believe she may have the acronym wrong. Give her a minute. Go ahead, boss lady.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute.
Give her a minute.
What is the name of the investment company? No. Okay.
That's
Okay.
what
Oh, let me go. Hold up. Let me go to Facebook real quick. Let me hit up my.
Go off camera or take yourself off camera and we'll wait a minute for you because we're on the same line. Me, Benj, and Mr. Pisces.
Okay, I'll go off. I'll come right back.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I'll give her a couple of minutes before I wrap this thing up. So it's PIP, whatever. But anywho, she has a channel, and believe it, the lady is very knowledgeable. And she's knowledgeable and she experienced because this is what she do. Her channel is small like mine, maybe a little smaller, but it's very informative. See, it doesn't matter where you get the message. I know we like when they preach to thousands of people, hundreds to thousands of people. It doesn't matter, because who's ever in that crowd, the message is for them. See, so over here it gets difficult sometimes, because they want to hear. I'm all for it. When I get off here, I'll go do what I have to do, and I'll probably look for a YouTube channel to watch as well to see what people are doing. But I need to invest in myself and my grandchildren and children. See, they're looking to inherit something, because that's what God promised us. Yeah, I didn't promise them that. God promised me. But because God promised me, I'm promising them that they are going to inherit something. And I'm 58 years old. I haven't always had the opportunity to share, as much as I would like to with my grandchildren, in reference to finances, stability, finance stability. But I have the opportunity because God told me the opportunity, and I'm taking this opportunity now to do it. And so it's so important that we leave them something more than them flipping on YouTube years from now. See, because everything done here, whether good or bad, they're gonna see it. They will have the option to see it. And you might just want to watch what you are showing your children and your grandchildren. In my case, my children are grown. Hell, they watch what they want. They do it. But my grandchildren, I would never want them to flip on here and go to Mz.Teavalocity and see something that will embarrass them. I don't want to embarrass them. So what I do, I have to watch because they're watching. And they'll say, oh, kids don't belong on YouTube. They won't always be kids. Teenagers sneak on YouTube all the time. They had a problem with kids being in this sector, I think last year sometime. So it's a fact that they can see it. So you need to make sure you are presenting yourself in a manner that you want your family to see you as. Your grandkids. Now, my kids know I'm a heathen. Okay, somebody got a property improvement plan is required to bring a hotel in compliance with brand standards. I don't think she's talking about that. Property improvement plan requires conceptual thinking, understanding of construction means and method, detailed cost estimates, and a certain potential scheduling constraints. Y'all, I think she's saying as a group, she's back. So let's welcome the Boss Channel back. Okay, Boss Channel, do you got it?
Yes, it's called Forest. What I'm trying to say is the group is Forest, where it's like it's a multi-level marketing, but if you is still investing in all currency of the stock market. So while you're doing this and online, you could be earning money while you're bringing in your people, to invest, and it's still a learning process that you have your leader, and that your leader shows you how to invest. They shows you about, as you say, I might be saying it, pips or pipes.
You're talking about Forex.
There you go.
About Forex. Okay, baby.
That's it.
Like to say, you talking about Forex. I know the group you talking about Forex.
All the way on
this. It wasn't Pip, and it's not Forest like Forest, y'all. It's Forex. No. It's okay. It's right. The Forex group. Go ahead.
Yes. So I was considering, like, with listening and being in with you all, with the group and everything, I wanted to reach out to Chad Thompson. I had business with him a long time back, and where we did network marketing together. And so he's heavily into it. And he went from that multi-level group that we were in, 5 links, if you ever heard of that. But anyway, he started from 5 links, and then he had been trying to get me to get into it. It was like $200 membership sign up. Now he has so many members. Not only he's getting paid from the members that come in, plus he's already paid from investing. So that is also platform too. And listening to everyone now, it makes me more interested. I wasn't at first. I was like, nah, you know how we do, but
Well,
why not make
yep,
money?
yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll tell you a little bit. I tell you sometime too what we want to pay attention to is when you have to pay to join somebody. Everyone don't have money to join someone, but I'm glad you brought that to our attention and we watching it. But a lot of people shouldn't have to when you okay, boss's channel. Don't take me wrong.
Be
Um,
real like you always do.
I'll be real. If I had to give you $200 to get into like it sounds like a pyramid thing. So let me look into it. So
Mhm.
I want you to I want to understand you. Did you say you had to pay to get into it?
I didn't actually do it, but I'm just telling you what it was.
Okay.
It's about that you pay for the membership and you get a commission each time someone comes on a board, and they teach you it while you're inside and show you how to trade. And um, like it's so many levels to it. Like if the people that come in, it's a multi-level, and people consider multi-level as a pyramid, but it's not. Everything that we do is a pyramid, because we I mean that's just my take.
Go ahead,
Like
go ahead.
we
I'm
all
listening.
have. Okay, no, I see you right back there. I'm like, "Oop,
No, I
don't
just read
freak me
back.
out."
No. I read back to give you the floor. To give you the floor.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh Lord. All right. Well, anyway, I'm crazy about you, Miss
Ooh,
TV.
Jesus,
You
help
all
me.
right
Go
with
ahead,
me?
faces. Go ahead, baby. Do you?
Yeah. So it's basically it's not a pyramid. A pyramid is like when you're working and you're trading dollars, hours for dollars. That's a pyramid, and that's something we do every day. Everybody is not an entrepreneur, so we all are in a pyramid scheme.
Oh,
If
okay.
you really look at it in that aspect,
Okay. Can you
so that's.
explain to us? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, baby.
Oh, okay. So that's why I'm saying that. So,
You
yeah,
know.
but I'm gonna hurry up and get off. But I wanted to, since we're talking about investments, I know you're talking about the stocks, but all is in the investments of stock as well, and being able to buy oil notes, that is very powerful as well.
Oil notes. That's very powerful if you're able to buy oil notes. But let me get this clear too, because sometimes you got to remember I'm a little older, well, a woman of a particular age, so I forget a
Me
lot.
too.
So you saying we have to invest in this group or pay to be members of this group, and then they're going to tell us how to make money.
Right, they show you what to do. They train you at the same time, and then you're earning money double or triple. Okay, how I say you're earning money double or triple is because you're getting a commission off of each person that you bring in. Basically, like your referral fee for
Mhm.
everyone that you bring in, and then whatever that person bring to the table when they bring in other people, you're steady getting paid on levels. It keep going up to different levels every time you done built the branch,
Okay.
and you're paid off of that branch, plus you're investing at the same time in the stock market.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that information. I
Yes.
I got you. I'm going to look into it because I now that I know what you're talking about forex. I think at one point I thought you was calling it pips, and I thought you was calling it forest, like a forest. But then I realized I think she's talking about forex. You got
Right.
to
I was all off. I apologize.
hit the
It's
X
just one of
because you
those
was excited.
days. Like every day is not always, you
That's
know.
That's all right.
Yes.
You did what you had to do. You gave us some information. It's up to us. I say this many times, and so does my gemologist. Drop it. We're just telling people what we've learned and why we think is a goal or something. We're not financial experts. I'm not proclaiming to be a super investor either. But what I am claiming claiming that I'm going to be a millionaire in 2021 is in the.
Well, I also put in the comments, you didn't see it. Please say you're already a millionaire because you have a millionaire mindset. Millionaire mindsets are
That's deep.
millionaires.
That's deep. You have to have that mindset. Thank you for dropping that, Jim. I appreciate that.
All right.
I appreciate that because, like you said, that's what it takes is my millionaire mindset. Thank you so much, Boss Channel. I really
Yes.
appreciate you. And you guys make sure you check her out because she is uploading information that she gets. Now, remember, when you go to someone lives and they have not all the time, even y'all, even when I start out, I might have more people and then it drops. Don't worry about that. But look for what you can take away from there and make
Right.
you a better you, or that will help you to help build whatever you're trying to build. Take it away and leave the rest. It's not always the messenger, it's the message.
Right. Yes.
And you have some good stuff over there. I'm not saying that to you. I'm talking to the audience in general. You have some good stuff over there that can help some of us. So I appreciate you doing that.
Thank
Now,
Yes. Thank you.
Mr. is saying is the process of changing one currency into another currency for a variety of reasons, usually for e-commerce or commerce trading or tourism. Thank you. Thank you. That's Forex. Don't want to play guilty.
Yes. I
Okay.
believe he's saying that. Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you. That's what he's saying. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do you know how to get down or I have to kick you off?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Boss Channel. You guys, this went longer than this is a 2-hour live, but I thank God that we had some people in here to help me pull out the 2-hour live, because you got to do a lot of talking, for 2 hours, but I have had help today. Mr. Pisces, thank you. Anytime you would like to drop knowledge you have, and Mr. Pisces, you have a nice voice, and you're a very nice looking man to say, I've seen you. But anytime you want to drop information, please feel free to jump on the platform, Mr. Pisces. We're all trying to become millionaires here. And if you have any information that you could contribute to my lives when you're here, please do so. I appreciate the information that you just shared with us. Because I really, but she got it together. Benj, I saw you and Taylor's, I saw you guys, okay? I picked up on you guys. I saw your messages. But with that being said, you guys, we're going to... Mr. Pisces, did you have anything else to say before I get ready to wrap up here? Because you were helping me out. But I know sometimes when you get excited, and when we particular ages, we forget. And so the Boss Channel was excited to share with us about this company. And so we gave her time to go back and get the information and come. And thank you guys. So I'm going to get ready to get out of here. As usual, if your king's crown is crooked, help him straighten it up. If your queen's crown is crooked, help her straighten it up. Speak life and wisdom into your princes and princesses. They are joint heirs. That word heir, they're looking to inherit something. It's your job to leave them something, right? They are joint heirs in our future. So make sure you be a blessing and not a bother. It doesn't take much to bless them. Someone got blessed here today. I got blessed. I certainly believe that it doesn't take much. You don't have to have a lot of money, a lot of this, a lot of time. Whatever you bless somebody with is considered a blessing. A simple hello. You look beautiful today. I like your hair. You got a beautiful smile. Can I hold that door for you? Oh, I'll get those groceries. Whatever. I'll buy that cup of Joe. I'll buy that cup of Joe for you. It's only $1. I'll buy that McMuffin. Here's $3. Go get you a sandwich. Anything. A blessing is a blessing. In order for us to receive blessings, we have to give blessings. With that being said, make sure that you stay safe. The C-19 is running rampant. Good morning, Star. The C-19 is running rampant. So make sure you make sure you wear your mask and everything, and you guys keep your distance. If you don't have to go amongst the crowd, don't. Some people are not taking it serious. Something is happening. Listen, if you're in the area, a DMV area, and even where you at, because they plan on storming, hold on. Let me get this out right quick. I almost forgot this. They plan on storming the Capitals again in your local area, not just the DC Capitol, in your local area. Be very careful. Be very, very, help me, Lord. Make sure you study your surroundings wherever you go. It could be in the grocery store. It could be in Walmart. It could be anywhere. Make sure you are alert and you know your surroundings. Don't get so caught up in this virtual world that we not alert in the real world. Because just like it's a, quote, war going on in this virtual world between oppositions, there's a real war going on. So make sure you stay alert to your surroundings wherever you go. Be safe. There's something brewing. You know how I always say that. There's something brewing. And this something brewing could be very, very dangerous to us. Sometimes it's better to leave things alone. So sometimes it's better for us to stand by and just look. All capitals are at risk. Okay? All capitals are at risk. So be careful. Now remember the days leading up to the inauguration. Okay? Be aware. Thank you. Be aware of your surroundings. Thank you. Remember that they out there. Everyone is not mentally stable. Okay? Everyone don't have some things to lose. So they don't mind what they do because they have nothing to lose. Everyone is not all there. People believe in what they believe, and they fight for what they believe, even if it's wrong. I know that's crazy, but even if it's wrong, they fight for that because that's what they believe is right. So we have some dangerous people out there, and they could bring us harm. So be very, very careful. Yeah, that's the easy thing to do. I know we all have our own. So they already planning more attacks. So as this impeachment, whatever they want to call it, I'm not going to go too far into because I was leaving, right? But as this process take place, the ramp up is taking place. Because even though it's not removing someone out of office, it's taking away their benefits, and these people think that it took away their right. They believe they're right. Their rights and right. They believe they're right, and we took away their rights by electing this next president. So those people are angry, and there's a group of deranged people out there. So be careful. Okay? I'm gonna get ready. They will die before they are doing God a service. Yeah, they will die believing they are doing God a service. And that's what could be dangerous at times. Where are the Native Americans to claim their land? Now is the time. I don't know. I have no John 16:2. Yes. And so we're dealing with some dangerous people, and these are some dangerous times. Just protect yourself. I, for one, make sure that I pray and ask to be covered by the blood of Jesus. That's my belief. I ask God to cover me each and every day that I wake and I walk amongst the world. It's crazy out there. But you could best believe, because I'm in some of the hot areas, my butt would be in the house. Yep. There's no need for me to go out there. You know, I'll watch whatever they do on television, just like I watched the uprising, the insurrection, the coup, whatever y'all want to call it. I'll watch it on TV. I'll be just fine in my house. But it's when we go outside of our houses. What are they planning? Yep. God can and God will star. You're right. I don't fear either. But I don't fear. There you go. There you go. I don't fear, but I'm cautious and I'm alert because I know something is out there. And something out there is trying to harm me. Little old me. So I have to be cautious. So, okay, you guys, have a good day. I think I've played my song. That's it. Bless you. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to hit the like button. I'm out.